So thank you again for joining and welcome back. I appreciate the dedication. Thank you. So we're about to talk to Poppy
I
and see
can
what's
do
going
this.
on.
I can do this. They will want to help.
What's going on, Poppy?
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Okay. Good to know, I guess.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll
Well,
meet with them, tell
watch
them
this
about the
not work.
Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fun.
Fu-
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You
No,
forget
the
your
wise
place,
one.
old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here?
Yes.
Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Alright, let's go.
I don't understand.
What do you mean
So
you
the
don't
moonlight
understand?
mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Uh. Um.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned.
Okay.
I'll let you know what I find.
So, do I have... Is this the next thing to do? It is. Well, I know we're gonna get them on our side, so don't worry. It's bound to happen. Unless I fuck it up somehow. Alright, I got one more to finally do.
Welcome back.
Where's Mr. Fig?
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait,
You knew.
is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself.
Yeah, he
You'll
is.
need to
He's
access the office
narcissistic.
while he's away.
I
Kind of
understand.
douchey.
Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Well then.
How will
Good
I
thing
gain
I'm already in the
access to
castle.
headmaster's office.
What are you talking about?
Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Dude, I have the invisibility cloak. What are you talking about?
I cannot do this for all eternity.
Yes, you can. You're dead. It must be night, because I'm the only one up and about running around. Cool. Who's this? Hold on. Let's do this first.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Oh, well then maybe I should go do that first. Oh, Summoner's Court. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this one too. Dude, there's so much stuff I'm missing.
Need I remind you that you are studying at
Sometimes I wish I knew more.
I really hope I make it through this one. That'd be cool. First try, maybe? We'll see. Come on. Load, please.
Hello. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
Yes.
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win. Accio!
You fucker, dude. You fucking fucker, dude. Fuck you, motherfucker. And again, it's so stupid that you just can't restart it like normal things. You have to play through the humility of losing.
Such grace.
Shut the fuck up. You've already won, so how about you just stop?
Precisely as planned. Didn't I say I adore competition?
Yeah, but see, you know what's so fucking stupid that this fucking game company just couldn't think of a restart.
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Yes, I don't know why I can't just fucking restart like a
Absolutely.
normal
Don't
games.
count me out yet.
That's the spirit.
Fucking ridiculous, man. Hey, why don't I get to go first, huh? Isn't she challenging me?
Precisely as planned. I'll remember that.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Precisely as planned.
Second try, not first try, second try. Whatever, I got it.
Wow,
It's done and done.
You are good.
Is this the last Summoner's Court?
I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost. Where did you learn to play like that?
I practice as much as I can.
Practice, eh? I suppose I could try that. Well, you've only one opponent left now.
Really?
I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
Let's go back to this one, because this one happens to be the closest. And then after that, I'll go deal with Natty. And then after that, maybe the main mission. Who knows? Yes, I might be a bit of a sour loser every once in a while. Okay.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Awful when they ask you a question now, isn't it? Grubby little
The sheer nerve taking them down.
Pardon me, is everything alright?
No, it's not.
What's
We
going
only had
on?
2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I
Who
don't
spoiled
follow.
what?
Who spoiled things?
Yeah.
Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a
Oh.
part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and
But now
Evie.
they,
Anyway,
and now
it was
they don't
going
want to help you.
swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... Can you keep a secret?
I can.
I heard from
I've
Alice,
kept
who heard from
many
Ollie,
secrets.
who heard from Eugenia that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a
Oh.
sweat every hour on the hour. But mum's the word.
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of the school's history. Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Alright, I'll help you with the
Oh, that would
bells.
be wonderful. The bells
Where
are in
do
the
I
bell
gotta go?
tower just above the music room. You're certainly
Wait,
of more
didn't
help
I
than
already
Adelaide.
do this? Whoa, 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 whoa.
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
Haven't I already done this? Is this not the bell room right here? Nope, that's Fig's room.
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, I've
You're
already
a
done it.
credit to
Yeah,
the
I was like,
school.
didn't I already
Can't
do
wait
this?
to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
Well, you're welcome. Good then. We're gonna go all the way to this side of the school. And no, I am not just gonna fast travel. We're gonna run. Because that's where you get to see everything. All of the hard work that goes into making a game like this. And I'm just trying to make conversation out of nothing because there's not a whole lot to say at the moment. Oh, one of you are up here. What a coinkadink. Don't mind if I do. I completely forgot. Shut up, Peeves.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
Oh, what makes you say that?
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
No, it's not your fault. No, it's not.
How so?
Yeah,
He
how
died
so?
protecting me.
That's what a
If I
father
had been
should
capable
do.
of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Ah, so we're in Scotland. I always wondered where we kind of were.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
Oh. Are you looking to avenge his death? That's a good one.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer.
Well, yes, but
I
see,
think
you
it bothers her
your
to
mother
this
should
day that she
worry,
did not
like,
see my father's
because she's
death
supposed to
coming.
now take
She
care of you.
misses him. As do
So, don't
So
put
I believe
yourself
on
in
some
jeopardy.
level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow.
What do you... Okay,
And
so...
once he is gone, we will turn our attention
that,
to Rookwood.
that's a big
We are making
claim.
progress, and we will succeed.
Okay, I believe you. We'll succeed.
Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Right. Okay. Before I go and do that, is there anything else on the map? Doesn't really look like it. This time I'm fast traveling to Charms class. Because I don't want to run over there and have to sit through a few loading screens. It is easier just to sit through one loading screen instead of, like, I don't know, 5, 6. Hey, Professor Fig. Just gonna sit here and wait on the ground. Don't worry about it, Fig.
Now here's Professor Fig. The Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing.
Oh,
Polyjuice potion.
Polyjuice.
You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
That's a lot.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black.
Well, let's giddy up and go and stop talking.
Now,
I'm on
to
a
find the
time limit.
Headmaster's house elf.
This is cool. I am now the master of this castle. What I say shall be. All of you?
A moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this...
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something
I like how
from me?
Professor Fig is just walking by.
For my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago. Muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't
Why
been
does
anywhere
Professor
near
Fig
Honeydukes.
keep going in a loop?
That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Mr. Fig, the fuck you doing, bro? You getting stuck in a time loop?
Well, there's one for my diary.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? of course you haven't.
Headmaster, here, what could you want?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes! Mixed with, bubo tuber pus makes a fine, mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
There's nothing wrong. What are you talking about? Just go about your day. Oh, fuck, it's further away than I thought.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
No, it's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep
Yeah, why would you want to disappear and not take your owls?
Seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with...
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Professor, a word, please.
Oh, dear God.
Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades.
Oh,
Everything
really?
from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good, good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
House elf. Oh, that's cool.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
I don't
Master
remember.
Does remember it.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
But certainly I remember. It's still stronger together, no?
Master has made Scrope laugh.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah! Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The Polyjuice potion's wearing off. I'd best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
What, am I gonna hide behind this so no one sees me?
I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Come on, get around the corner. Oh, how far away do I got to go? Huh. Am I blind? Where is it?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Well, that answers my question.
Revelio.
Yo,
Hello,
hold
hello.
on. Is there a door here that I haven't unlocked?
Revelio.
Professor Heckett? I have corresponded with my goblin acquaintance at Green Gods. All have condoned Randrock's actions and have some privately considered his motive may not be what they seem. Hmm. Whose office, whose room is this?
Revelio.
Mm-hmm.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Lumos.
Oh snap, there is another locked door right here. Whoa, hold on. Hello.
Revelio.
Whose room is this?
Revelio.
Yo, why does the dingings sound like they're right here? Oh snap, another big ass letter. Pause and read this one if you'd like. Who's G?
Revelio.
It's down there.
Lumos.
Dude, this butterfly was the furthest away from any of the other ones.
Revelio.
Alright.
Toujours pure.
Cool.
Revelio.
Okay, hold on. I'm still missing something. Why is it still dinging? Okay. Oh. See, there was a thing here.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Ha ha!
Revelio.
The headmaster's room.
Aloha
Let's see
Mora.
what's behind door number this one.
Revelio.
Another one. Pause and read this one if you'd like. Ursula.
Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, does that lead outside? Hey, it's the Sorting Hat. What's going on, my dude?
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking.
Alright, well...
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Okay.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio.
See, I heard it, dude. I could fucking hear it, man. See, there was another chest over here. There's two other chests over here. Hold on. Oh no, they're above. Okay, how do I get above? Alright, well actually I think I'm going to leave this one here before I go up and start something that takes too long to deal with. Thank you for joining. I appreciate the dedication. Thank you. I would also like to mention that I had something planned for next month, and it was considered a big project, not project, just a big step in a different direction for this channel, and I was gonna do it next month. But unfortunately, I have some other things that I now have to deal with, which means I'm gonna have to postpone what I was really hoping to do next month until probably setting it back until July, which I know is only 1 month later. But at the same time, I was really hoping I could do what I was hoping to do next month. Next month. But I guess that's not going to happen because I have some other things I have to deal with. So I really hope you will still continue to stick around and see what I have planned. Like I said a few times before, gaming is just one of my interests. It's one of my bigger interests, if not the biggest interest. I do have other interests, and I was going to start doing that next month. But I don't think I'm going to be able to, and I keep reiterating this and kind of repeating what I've just said, I know. But I just want to make sure this is clarified. Thank you for the dedication. I really hope you'll stick around. Please have a good day. And please have a good night. And always, I am still hoping you're having a great life. Thank you for joining. And goodbye, everyone.